Baby, stop breaking my heart. Oh no, you hurt me. No more next time. I hope you got that, boy. Hey girls, it's gonna be alright. Hey boys, better make it right.
Hey guys, welcome to Fruit Talk.
Jezzika and Susan talk about stuff while eating fruit, aka
Let's just call it Fruit Talk because it's so much shorter and
That's
easier
true.
to say.
Happy 2017!
Yay! What are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about the holidays as an Asian American woman. Because sometimes it's different than holidays as a non-Asian American woman.
Okay, Jessica, how did you spend your holidays this year? You stayed in LA, right?
I stayed in LA because I was working pretty much almost every day except like Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's. So I was like, I don't want to spend $500 to go to Houston, Texas, of all places, when my family doesn't really celebrate anyways. Christmas Eve, I spent it with my boyfriend and his family. And then on Christmas Day, I spent it with my coworker and my really good friend, with her family. We went to go see her mom sing in the choir at church, and then we had gumbo. So it was nice. Wait, New Year's Eve? I don't even know what I did. Oh yeah, we went to my friend's, Ken's.
Oh yeah, we played board.
We
played a really sexist game. It's called...
It was like...
It's called Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Ugh, fuck that game.
Yeah, but that was fun. And then afterwards, I just spent it with my boyfriend and we went to a party.
But there was a reason you didn't want to go home this year.
I mean, with the Trump election, my mom voted for Trump.
Ooh, well, you wrote about it.
Yes, and I wrote about it. It's not a secret.
Uh-huh.
Mom voted for Trump, and I just didn't exactly feel like talking to her because inevitably politics would have come up, and yeah, I didn't want to go through that. How did you spend your holidays?
I had a surprisingly good time, actually. I went to San Francisco, and I saw my mom and sister who flew out, and I saw my uncle and my cousins. And this year, it made me realize it's really important to be with family. I don't know, I never used to prioritize it, but I had a really great time. Like, all we did was play board games and watch movies, but it was really nice to just disconnect, you know, from the rest of the world. I never used to like the holidays. The holidays were always really, really hard for me. Anytime my family would get together for a reunion, it was just horrible for me because that was the one time of the year when you would see like aunties and uncles and you get the questions like, are you dating anybody yet?
Looks like you gained weight.
Looks like you gained weight, or looks like you didn't like lost weight. Does your mom not feed you? Like shit like that. Yeah, like just like fielding questions about stuff that you don't want to talk about because you know Asians go there. There are no boundaries.
No, they
Older
have no
Asians,
chill and no filter.
None at all.
Today, our fruit of the day is chocolate covered strawberries. And by chocolate covered strawberries, it looks more like Dookie strawberries.
Don't say that.
Doo-doo strawberries.
Just say poop. Oh my god.
All right, so we talked about how we spent our holidays this year, but growing up, what were your holidays like?
It was basically what I just told you. That was like the environment that I grew up in. But we weren't really... Like, my mom likes to decorate, so she likes all the commercial aspects of Christmas. But, like, we don't really do, like, Christmas dinners or anything. Like, I remember last year, my mom maybe, like, made something, and then we went to the casino, because, you know, Chinese parents.
The casino?
Yeah.
On Christmas?
On Jesus' birthday.
Okay.
It was open. Your mom is very, very Christian, so... What was Christmas like? Did she go nuts?
It's weird because she was really religious, so we grew up with my grandpa in the house, and when he moved from Korea, he was a pastor. My mom's super religious, but we didn't do presents for Christmas, so I never believed in Santa. Santa was not a thing for me.
I don't believe in that either.
Oh, you didn't either?
No. My mom was like, these presents are
from
from hard-earned money. Like, no guy in a red suit climbed down the chimney.
It's like, I'm taking credit for that work. My mom was super loving, and around Christmas time, whenever we'd go out or something, I'd just be like, oh, can I get this? Can you get this for me for Christmas? And she'd be like, oh, yeah. So it's not like, I think there just wasn't the element of surprise and wrapping it and everything, like part of the tradition. She was just like, oh, if you want something
she'll
during
just buy
Christmas
it.
time, she'll just get it. Yeah, so it wasn't like she deprived me of things I wanted or whatever. Especially, I think, because when it was me, my mom, my sister, and my mom was single, it was just hard for her to,
Right.
you know, do all that. Like, when is she going to go and get presents for us and, like, wrap it? And it's just so much work when she's, like, trying to take care of us, I guess. Also, we just didn't really celebrate it, though. It was just like any other day. We didn't even have, like, a big meal or anything. It was something that I was actually kind of sad about, because sometimes I'd spend Christmas Eve at my friend's place or something, and seeing their families together, and seeing movies where all these Christmas movies where the families are sitting by the fire and it's all warm and jolly, and, you know, people are, like, eating together and being merry. Meanwhile, I'm like,
my family would celebrate it, but we would celebrate it as just our, like, little unit, and my dad would be out of the picture. Like, I have a dad, he's here, but, like, he doesn't partake in, like, any of that.
So he was just like, what would he do?
Nothing. Like, we would get him presents, and, like, my dad's very unemotional. Like, he's not, you know, he's
like a lot of Asian men.
Let's not perpetuate that.
Okay.
Let's not perpetuate
but
that.
A lot of older generation Asian dads, I've heard, are
because my dad
lack emotion.
I think he desperately wants to be emotional and be affectionate, but, like, my dad has worked his whole fucking life. Like, he doesn't do anything nice for himself, and he, you know, tries to do whatever he can to make us feel good, but it's just, like, for him, Christmas is, like, totally, like, a commercial scam of a holiday.
I guess,
and
yeah.
He's not religious,
Oh,
so
okay,
it doesn't mean as much. But my mom is so sentimental. She'll do the tree, she'll do presents, you know, she'll do all that. Always a fake tree, though, never a real tree.
We never had a real tree. It was always fake. It was always, like, this big. Yeah. And that's why I've always said, whenever I grow up and if I ever have a family, I want to go all out for Christmas.
Me too.
I just watched This Is Us. I know how you feel about that show.
It's like a fine show.
It's just, what did you say it was?
It's just very melodramatic.
It's so good, though. It makes me cry every single episode.
This is us in a nutshell.
Yes, basically. But in the show, there's this episode where they're celebrating Christmas and they have all these different traditions that are unique to them. And I cried while I was watching because I was like, oh my God, I want to do that too. It's such a family thing, and it's such a bonding experience. Oh, that makes sense. Our family wasn't really close. Every New Year's, for the longest time, my mom forced me to go to church.
Huh? Why?
It was miserable. She dragged me to service every day on the 31st and would make me stay there all night, so I never got to celebrate with my friends. I guess it's kind of a good thing because people were doing really bad things at those parties.
Yeah.
So 2016 has ended, and, you know, that was a year.
Yes. A long year.
So what are your hopes for 2017?
I hope to be more about action this year. I just want to do more. I have all these thoughts and these projects that I want to do, and I think about them a lot, or I talk about them sometimes, like with you or friends, but I want to just do stuff more. So I want to write more. I want to make videos. I want to worry less about how good it'll turn out and just do it and work on it, because that's the only way I'll get better. I also want to learn how to balance my emotions more and learn to...
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's surprising. I want to learn to pause. And in terms of, like, my internal emotional processes and the way I interact with friends or in my relationship or whatever, I want to just learn how to pause when I need to. Yeah, what about you?
Kind of hard to follow that up. And I don't have anything written down. It's kind of the same. I want to write more outside of my day job, what I already do for a living. Yeah, I've been saying for a while that I want to work on a book of essays. I want to do sort of the opposite of you. I feel like for me to work, I need more solitude. And I need more idleness. You know what I mean? I feel like I got really, really social this year. Like, went out way more than I ever had.
Which I think is great.
Which was really good for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think being social and like meeting people is really great.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually feel like I have less and less time now for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like all this stuff that I want to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to draw more. I want to work on this book.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to, just like do things for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, and I also just want to try to be a kinder person in 2017 because I feel like we need a lot more of that. It's pretty vague, but
that makes sense. All right, so 2017. Are we gonna kill it this year? Are you gonna kill it this year?
I'm gonna kill it this year. Are you gonna kill it this
I'm
year?
gonna kill it this
We're
year.
both gonna kill it this year. There's gonna be murder.
Oh. Okay.
I took it too far.
That's okay.
Oh, I always take it too far.
Oh.
Okay.